his chin up. Did you just growl at me? It's Aussie Hornet. It's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy. Let's get it over with. Recipe for Turnabout. Let's begin. So how do you think the trial went this morning? How do you think it went? It got a bit crazy in there. I just wondered if that killed our chances. Yeah, I guess it did get out of hand. Mr. Kudo's testimony did nothing to help us. Plus, now we don't even know the identity of the waitress who laced the coffee. All we know is what old Mr. Kudo saw, the apron straps and the ribbon. And that the victim was wearing an earpiece when his eardrum was ruptured. Talk about a terrifying case of contradictionitis. What? Time to play doctor and find ourselves a cure then, huh? Yeah. We gotta find one for Maggie, or she's going to have a terminal case of guilty. Empty as usual. Yeah, and it's lunchtime too. That's it! Come on, come on, come on! Hey, that sounds like... Now just call an egg, pal! Come on! I know you can! He's getting really worked up about something. No! That's the wrong number! Looks like an 8 would have only netted me $5 anyway. What a ripoff. What's the problem, Detective Gumshoe? Huh? Oh, it's you. I was just... I was just listening to the radio, pal. To the radio? Hey, Detective Gumshoe's having lunch here. He is, and he's having the twin tea set. What can I say? This is a nightmare. How am I supposed to look Maggie in the eye now, pal? You really drove her into a corner, you know. I always blow apart my testimony. Why of all days didn't you do it today? Sorry, there just weren't any holes in it for once. Yeah, what happened? Usually your testimonies are like Swiss cheese. Swiss cheese? Would you have preferred crumbly like aged Parmesan? Anyways, this case has already been ruled on. There shouldn't be any holes left to find. So, did Maggie say anything to you? About me, I mean? Well, how did she put it again? I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. I hate him, sir. I mean it. I don't ever want to see him again. Something like that. Oh. Okay. But please, Detective Gumshoe, I didn't mean... Why? Why is this happening? He's banging his head against the wall, Nick. Aww. Oh, man. Poor Gumshoe. So, did you like the twin tea set? Never paid that much money for lunch before. I was so nervous my hands were shaking. So, how did it taste? Well, for $20 I guess, I don't know how to describe it. Really, it was delicate. Delicate? You mean you liked it? It didn't taste bad to you? What's the matter with him? Looks like he's thinking. That's it! I've been trying to think of the right word to describe the taste. And I just realized. It's bad! That's it! It tasted bad! It's just kind of hard to admit it to yourself when you pay $20 for it, you know. Maybe you should have found out about the price after he had finished eating. Hey Nick, maybe that's why Glen Elk came here. Maybe he heard about the super fierce twin tea set. If by fierce you mean fearsome, speaking of Glen Elk, that reminds me. I still hardly know anything about the guy. I only asked Detective Gumshoe what he knows, seeing as he's here. So what were you all excited about earlier? Huh? That's right, you said you were listening to the radio or something. Oh, that was nothing. I wasn't excited. Come on, Detective Gumshoe, you can tell little old me. What were you listening to? Nothing really. It was just the daily exercise show. Was it now? What the? A cyclock? This lunch special lobster sure is great. And why are there tears in your eyes? This guy was a real programming genius. They called him the walking computer at the place where he worked. What happens when he crashes, though? Does he just stop moving all of a sudden? Ugh, he wasn't literally a computer, Maya. Anyway, there's nothing between Maggie and the victim. Yeah, that's what we found out yesterday, too. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, don't you have any information that's a bit more fun? For fun? Or... Oh, or no. So, have you paid a visit to where Mr. Elg worked yet? You might as well. His workplace? Where's that? A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc. Or something like that. Sounds like a real stable company. This could be fun, Nick. Let's go. Computers aren't really my thing, Maya. I'll be fine. I know all that high-tech stuff. I wonder about that. It's just around the corner from this joint. You should take a look. A computer firm called Blue Screens Inc., huh? Oh, hello. Wow, this place is so high-tech, you can almost smell the electricity in the air. It's a computer firm, Maya. They can't work without electricity, you know. Who are you? Oh. Hello. Oh, hello. I'm sorry. Access is restricted to authorized personnel only. This is a computer programming laboratory. There are far too many trade secrets that could be leaked. Wow, what secrets? Everything you see here is classified. No information can leave this building. Understood. Who is this woman? She's like a robot from some kind of whacked educational show. My name is Lisa Basil. I'm the company director. The director? She's human? He seems more like a ghost in a shell. I get the reference. Fuck your game. And that thing over her eye, isn't that the same device as Glenn Elks? That's in DMH, right? Nice try, but it's the other way around, Maya. It's in HMD. All of my programmers here at Blue Screens Inc. are supplied with HMDs. Then do you write programs too? No, I just enjoy wearing this. They're pretty cool. I wouldn't mind one. Whoa, look at this desk, Nick. What a mess. Looks pretty average to me. But you can't get any work done with everything all over the place like this. You think? Real whiz kids can work under any condition, you know. I was trying to hint that I should tidy my desk more. I'll clean up my desk when Maya stops asking silly questions. No hurry then. Hey, this calendar. What about it? If this is another hint about tidying, you can forget it. Someone's marked December 3rd in red pen. December 3rd? That's the day Mr. Elg was murdered. Is there anything else? Yeah. It says, meet with the tiger. It's a tiger? Wow, look at this mess. Looks like they're all betting tickets. What kind of betting tickets? For betting on which horse will win a given race. They're horse racing tickets. Oh wow, his drawers are stuffed full of these. Looks like they're all losing tickets, though. This many tickets would get you, what, $1 down the recycling center? But I didn't know you were so hard up that you'd try to profit from the dead, Nick. I'm just taking them as evidence, Maya. So, what exactly is this firm's business? I'll try to simplify it so that you can understand. We analyze the data management systems required by certain branches of industry, and then deliver optimum operating systems and source-level components to them. You lost me at the corner of analyze and management. It doesn't matter. They analyze stuff. You got that much, right? The software we produce is distributed on CDs. CDs? Yes, compact disc, digital optical storage media. Of course, CDs are used for softwares as well as music. It's a small firm, but all of my employees are first-class programmers. Let's ask one of them what they are doing. Excuse me, what are you working on right now? I'm researching the impact of time slicing, logical access to global variables. Obviously, program structures heavily influence response time and performances. So open and blah blah blah. Okay, this is too fast. I'm sorry. You get the idea. This is the sort of thing we are involved in. Did you good people follow all of that? Nope, I am lost. Yeah. Your blank smile just said otherwise, Maya. You know about what happened, right, Miss Basil? You mean about Glenn being poisoned? Yes, I know. It's terrible. Can you tell us anything that might be helpful? I don't think so. A police officer was here earlier, too. But I couldn't tell him anything either, because the waitress who committed the crime has nothing to do with Blue Screens Inc. Oh. How about Mr. Elk's desk? Have you cleared it out already? No, not yet. It's this one right in front of you. If there's anything that might be useful to you, you are welcome to take it. I guess there might be a clue here somewhere. About Mr. Elk. He was a top programmer. I wouldn't even say he was a genius. But he did suffer from 1 or 2 bugs in his personality. Oh? Like what? He was a bit of a loser. Perhaps that would be the best way to describe it. Wow. That's what got him into trouble. What's the matter? He was a top programmer. I would even say he was a genius. So he was really no trouble at all. A model employee. Hey, wait a minute. Just now you said something about him being in trouble. We gotta find out what this trouble was exactly. About Mr. Elk. Was he in some kind of trouble? I'm sorry? Why would you think of that? I thought you said something about it just now. You said he got himself into trouble because he was a bit of a loser. Oh boy. Free Cyclops? I guess Mr. Elk is like every other man with his own pile of secrets. Take that! Alright, Detective Gumshoe. Tell me the truth. What were you listening to? Don't worry, pal. Now that you made a big thing out of it, I'm not gonna tell you. We'll see about that, pal. Considering all the noise you were making while you were listening, it's pretty clear what kind of radio program it was. I say it was related to... Take that! I'm right, aren't I? You were listening to the lottery results, weren't you? You thought you tried to win big, just like Glenn Elk did. It's like you could see right through me! Huh? I've cracked him already? See, pal? That's why I said it was nothing. Well, that was easy. I'm usually pretty lucky, so I figured I'd give it a try. What's with everyone in the lottery? So, how did it go? I won 50 cents. Better to win nothing at all than half a lousy buck. I was so mad. Yeah, I know the feeling. Bought the same kind of ticket as Mr. O, see? And I got this special radio show where they announce the winning numbers. They even do the drawings live on the air. It's intense, bro. I bet that's what Mr. O was listening on to on the day he was killed. Yeah, what time is it now? It's just after 1:30. And are the lottery results always broadcast at the same time? Here, look, I got this flyer when I bought the ticket. Millionaire radio? That sounds cool. I'm gonna try it, Nick. Then buy a ticket, Maya, with your own money. Huh? Mr. Armstrong's talking to someone. Oh, hello. I'll be back next month. Oui, naturellement, I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. No one! I'll have everything ready, I promise! I love fire, you know. I love the way it crackles. No, stop it, I beg you! Then don't let me down. I'll be watching you. My nuns, this is not necessary. You can't trust me, mademoiselle. Talk to anyone, and I'll drive a knife right through your heart. Oh no, you don't have to worry. You know, you worry far too much. Maybe this will help you relax. It is the oil of sandalwood. I do love raw meat from time to time. Ah! I'll be taking my leave. Goodbye for now. I had the shivers. I must rub some of my oil all over my body before I become a nervous wreck. There. Oh, oui, that feels good. Ugh. Voila, excuse-moi, monsieur. My eyes! Your eyes? If you have trouble with your eyes, you need this, the oil of sandalwood. Isn't this just the leftovers of what you were just using? You don't exactly have many customers, do you, Mr. Armstrong? No, you are right, monsieur. But perhaps that is the perfect time for you to visit me, no? That way, I can give you my undivided attention and cook for you la dish supreme. Putting on a brave face, huh? That's what girls do, Nick. But you're right, business is very difficult these days. Perhaps the name is the problem. People do not understand it. They think it's a tray. I just want people to think that my restaurant was exclusive. But they think you just serve fast food on cheap plastic trays. Nick, that's the kind of thing that can make a girl cry. Have you forgotten that Mr. Armstrong is a man, Maya? This restaurant is my life. It is everything to me. I'll defend it till the finale. No one will take it from me. So, who was that woman you were just talking to? Oh la la, you saw that? Well, yes, sorry. So, who was she? She looked so polite and graceful. Polite? You're graceful? And she likes raw meat and fires, right? I'll be back next month. We met your event. I'll be waiting for you. If you haven't got it by then, I'm afraid it might get a little hot around here. Come on! I'll have everything ready, I promise. Now that I think about it. Hey Maya, I think it's pretty clear what kind of conversations they were having. You think so? Well, then let's show him that piece of evidence and see what happens. So long as that paper exists, I am but a beautiful angel with la broken wings. An angel, huh? Doesn't bode well when you think about it. Oui, they kept harassing me month after month. In the end, I had to give in. I agreed to help them. Help them? With what? My bien sûr, if I did not owe them la money, I would have refused. But my hands were tied. Please, what did you agree to help them with? None, I cannot say. If I tell you that woman, she will slice me up and eat me with la salad garnish. Ew! I hope he doesn't mean that he literally be sliced up and served with garnish. I'm going to guess that woman has something to do with your loan contract, am I right? Please, Mr. Armstrong, tell us about that woman. The woman who was here earlier. I take it that she's, Why has it come to this? What a tragedy. And I find myself so deep in that depth, it is a sign of a la bad world we live in, huh? No, I'd say it's more of a sign of la bad culinary skills. The woman who was there? The scary woman? She is from the loan office. Loan office? Is that where you borrowed $500,000 from? Oui, tender lender, it is called. Catchy name, just hearing it makes me want to borrow some money. Please, you must not borrow from them. If you must, no more than $10. $10? Sounds like your whole monthly stipend, Maya. Hey, I get a bit more than that, thank you very much. So Tender Linda is the loan office you borrowed $500,000 from, huh? I wonder if they've got anything to do with this case. I am a weak woman. When I am upset, I have to buy something nice to cheer me up. Thanks to I am loaning me love money, I have to pay back $500,000 now. I'm like his slave. I have to do everything that he tells me. Who's this he? The tiger. The tiger? Oui, he is the manager of the Tender Lender, a terrifying man, the big city mobster. When he shouts at me, my knees are trembling and his voice is ringing in my ears for 3 days. As soon as I hear the noise of that battered old scooter he rides, I start to cry. A big city mobster who rides a battered old scooter? Does this guy resemble me by any chance? Oh, no. This man is a presence, a most formidable personality. Although, he does have a spiky edge, just like you. There's a resemblance there, I suppose. Sounds like this Lauren office is worth checking out after all. If you want to visit the Tender Lender, it is just beyond Vitamin Square. Hey, Nick. If you need money, I can loan you some, as long as it's less than $3. So thanks for the offer. Just beyond Vitamin Square, huh? Well, I'm gonna head back to the precinct now. I got a big meeting starting in a bit. About Maggie's case, you mean? No, that's pretty much wrapped up now. There's another big case going down at the moment, so she's been pushed aside. Okay, well, see you later then. Bye. You better get going, detective, or you'll be late. Actually, I kinda got a favor to ask. It's a big one. A favor? Yeah, it's for, Maggie, actually. I was kinda hoping you'd give this to her for me. What is it? It's a lunchbox. I got up early so I could make it. I've been real worried about her. She looked like she'd lost a lot of weight. Detective Gumshoe? How many weenies are in here? There's not a person on Earth who could down this much meat. I love weenies. I can't get enough of their tender juiciness. So will you give it to her? It takes me ages to make, so please say you will, pal. Can't exactly say no, can I? Maybe I'll eat it myself if I get hungry. Don't forget, okay? I'm counting on you to give that to Maggie. It's finally gone. This place gives off a really strange vibe, doesn't it? Looks like the tiger isn't in its lair. And that is, as they say, a very good thing. Welcome. Talking about a creepy voice, it makes your soul want to shrivel up and die. You're here to discuss a loan? No, not exactly. The manager's away at the moment. Wait quietly, please. She's gone. Just like that. I guess we'll just have to come back another time. But this is the perfect opportunity, Nick. This place reeks of suspicion. Come on, Nick. Let's take a look around, okay? Do you think it'd be okay? Of course. No one will ever know. Coffee. Ah! I'll leave it here for you to enjoy. Quietly. Yes, thank you. Do not touch the desk, please. Nick, let's get out of here. Now she wants to get out of here. There he is. Old Seedy's back feeding the pigeons again.
Here, take this! And this! And get out of my park!
Like I thought, he's really mad. Come on, Maya. Just keep your head down and let's sneak away while we still can. What? Why? Hello, old man.
What are you doing, Maya?
Huh? Hey, he just turned his back on us. I'm not surprised. I bet I really hurt his pride in court this morning. Hey, Mr. Kudo.
Pigeon.
Look, we really need to talk to you, alright?
Out with the demons! And with good fortune!
Ow, 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 seeds, shell splinters. Painful. I always knew you were a demon, Maya. I'm sorry about what happened in court earlier today.
Don't be talking about me behind my back now. The old man who was busy looking at the serving girl's backside. I can't remember her face, a filthy, depraved animal.
Not at all.
Are you listening to me, boy? I don't care what you say. I saw that waitress put it in. She put some white powder into the young lad's javakino.
We hear you.
And another thing, the young laybout was wearing an earpiece, on the same side as the lens of his broken spectacles.
We're really sorry.
But I made a little mistake about the face. So what? I didn't know what I saw. I tell you!
Okay, take it easy, please, Mr. Kudo.
Don't tell me to take it easy, you spiky young brat! Take this!
You said you were a craftsman, right?
The modern world casts honest craftsmen like me aside in droves.
Surely it's not that.
I come from a long line of craftsmen, right back to the time of the shoguns. Do you hear me? I didn't become an embroiderer, I was born one!
Actually, I'm kind of in the same situation myself.
I wanted to stick my fingers up that dribbling old judge's nose and scream it down in his ear hole, OBJECTION!
Oh, so did you want to become a lawyer when you were young? I don't think that's quite it, Maya. I think you're just in a bad mood, that's all.
I got a tsunami of frustration inside and it's ready to burst out.
If you let him start rambling now, we might never shut him up. What should I do? Guess I better let him talk. So there's not much call for craftsmen these days, then?
Of course not, you idiot! All I'm good for nowadays is running errands.
Errands?
Errands taking advantage of the elderly. Buy some bread, Gramps. Take the dog for a walk, Granddad. Feed the pigeons, old man. What am I, some sort of two-bit community handyman?
Well...
Buy some bread, now that I can understand. But what's the point of feeding some seedy pigeons? Why don't people say what they mean? Get lost, that's what they're trying to say. Ah yes, I'm just an inconvenience, you see. At home, at that restaurant, I just get in the way, don't I?
I'm sure you don't. Wait a minute, what did he just say? At home and at that restaurant. Hold up, by restaurant, are you talking about Tribulations? Did you get asked to run an errand there too?
Yes, I did. The very day that young brat was poisoned.
What? So on the day of the incident, what were you asked to do?
Glad you asked, boy, because I'll tell you what I was asked to do. All of a sudden, the young lad slumped over the table. The serving girl collapsed. And I broke that vase. It all happened so fast, I was in a bit of a daze, you see. And the owner shouted over to me.
Excuse me, you. Call the police.
Call them yourself, I should have said back, but I didn't think of it at the time.
So, did you end up calling the police?
Like I said, I was in a bit of a daze.
Did you call them on your cell phone?
Do I look like I have one of those newfangled thingamajigs? I went out looking for a payphone, of course.
You went looking for one?
I couldn't find one right away, you know. Wandered around for 5 minutes or so.
For 5 minutes? So for 5 minutes after the incident happened?
Yes, sirree. The owner was at Tribulations on his own.
Why didn't you mention this in court this morning?
Well, I would have if you'd given me the chance. But you all bullied me out of the courtroom.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You certainly earned your kudos for today.
Oh, wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got more to say. Oh, yes. I remembered something else.
Bailiff, escort the witness out of the courtroom.
It's not my fault. You're the ones to blame.
You could have at least told us before we got to court. Is it really that important that Mr. Kudo was the one who called the police? What's important is the unaccounted time before the police arrived. The victim was dead, and Maggie was unconscious. Which leaves that man alone in the restaurant. Mr. Kudo might have been chased out of the place on purpose. What do you mean? Maybe it's since someone didn't want him in the restaurant.
Oh, sure. You go ahead and say I was in the way as usual. I suppose I should have gotten myself covered in pigeon poop instead,
I need to get more details about what exactly happened. From Maggie and from Mr. Armstrong. Oh, Mr. Wright. Hello, Maggie. So they finished questioning you? Wasn't it just unbelievable in court today, sir? You gotta stay up all night and blog about everything that happened. Weren't you scared? It was pretty touch and go in there. Yeah, but you totally nailed that old man. Well, he was all over the place with his testimony. You're not the only one. Huh? What do you mean? Everyone else's testimonies don't match up either. Now of what I remember on the incident anyway. Is it possible she is the one misremembering things? Maggie, you know how you said that everyone else provided testimony that doesn't match up with what you remember? Yep. There are just so many things that don't seem to add up. The biggest contradiction is the other guy aside the victim's table. He was the one who slipped something into the victim's coffee. I'm sure it was him. But didn't Mr. Kudo testify earlier today that it was the waitress who put some white powder into the coffee cup? So you really think it was this disappearing man that did it? Well, he's not the only thing that disappeared. The CD vanished as well. You know, the CD with the writing on it? Oh yeah, the MC Screwdriver album, right? It was MC Bomber Maya. That name was scrawled on the sports paper as well. I never did find that CD at the crime scene, sir. Or the victim's medication. That's gone missing too. Ouch, my head. This is getting way too complicated for me. Yeah. You said that you passed out when the victim Glenelg collapsed, right? Yes, it's so embarrassing. I mean, I used to be a cop. When I came to, the restaurant was buzzing with police. Before I knew what was going on, they arrested me, sir. So between the time the victim collapsed and the time the police arrived on the scene, you have no idea what went on at Tribulations? Nope, no idea at all. Why? Is it important, Mr. Wright? The other witness, the old man from the park, was pretty much chased out of the picture. Chased out of the picture? What do you mean? Old CD wasn't inside the restaurant because he was told to go call the police. Exactly. And you, Maggie, were unconscious. That means Mr. Armstrong was alone in the restaurant for a brief period of time. No. You don't think Mr. Armstrong set me up, do you? When you consider the facts, it's hard to imagine that Mr. Armstrong isn't involved in this at all. It's like the master biting the paw of the dog that it feeds. Are you sure about this, Mr. Wright? Well, the old man said as much when we spoke with him earlier. I don't know, the things that man said doesn't add up for some reason, sir. I think it looks like she's trying to figure something out. Maybe we should ask Maggie exactly what she knows about old CD. I feel much better after this trial this morning. Been a bit of a courtroom proceedings addict for years now. Feels like forever since I saw a witness as slippery as that old man. He's not really that bad of an old man, though. Still, I feel a bit uneasy. Huh? I thought you just said you felt much better. Maggie, if there's something on your mind, you've got to tell us. Especially if it has anything to do with Mr. Kudo or his testimony. Roger, I'll spill it all and see what you make of it. Is there anything about Mr. Kudo's testimony that stood out as odd to you? Actually, yes. The fact that he was even testifying to begin with doesn't quite what? Well, when I took the coffee over to the victim's table, it's true there was another customer in the restaurant. Yeah, we know that already. It was Victor Kudo. But I can't really say it was an old man. Okay then, how about calling him a really old middle-aged man? No, age isn't the issue. The other customer was a woman. A woman? Are you sure, Maggie? Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. So, what did this woman look like? She was sort of creepy, and she had a cackling laugh. Creepy? Cackling? Why do I get the feeling I've come across a woman like that recently? There's a CD player on the desk, but the desk is so loud, it's a wonder you can't hear it. The lid's open. I wonder what kind of music the tiger's into. Have you finished? The coffee? Ah! Yes, thanks. It was lovely. So, you drank it all? If you touch anything else that doesn't belong to you, there's always another cup. What is that supposed to mean? That coffee was laced with something. I'm almost sure of it. Nick, my stomach is killing me. Oh, wait. Maybe it was just the burger I ate for breakfast. I sure hope so. Better take a look at the CD while we're still alive and have the chance. What the? What? It's not the Rocco soundtrack, is it? Claw the Tiger? It's a demo CD. The artist's name has been handwritten on the disc in pen. MC Bomber. What? This must be the CD Maggie was told us about. Let's listen to it. I bet it's heavy metal. No way. That won't make us drink more coffee if we do. Let's see, this round doll thing is called a Daruma, I think. Figured I'd read a book or two and be more cultured in case you're wondering. You mean you aren't making stuff up for a change? Heh, I bet you also didn't know that no matter what, Hal always right himself. Go on, Nick. Give him a good shove. If I feel like dying. Now, this yellow thing is a Japanese chess piece. I think it's a king. Not that I'm an expert or anything. I'm more of a reversing person, you know. Assuming she knows what she's talking about. These aren't exactly your typical mobster wannabe items. They're not trophies, are they? Hey. There's a piece of paper sticking out from under here. What is it? A repair bill? Looks like he did some repair work on his car. Does he even have one? $15,000 to replace a bumper and a light. That's insane. This car's registered to the Cadaverinis. Huh? So it's not even a Tiger's car? Why would someone else's repair bill be in the Tiger's office? Look at this Paris-style coat. It's so chic. More like a pimp coat to me. Guess I haven't got an eye for fashion. Hey, look at this. The suit is the same color as the one you wear, Nick. The same color as my suit? Ah! Keep your voice down, Maya. And Nick, you've got to take a look at the... Some cake? Ah! I'll just leave it here for you. Yeah, sure. Thanks. Just wait here quietly, otherwise... Sure. Did you hear that, Nick? Wait quietly, she said. Yeah, sure. I have my eye on you, only so I can take care of you. Understand? Understand. I'm scared, Nick. So? What were you getting so excited about before? Look on the label of the suit. That's an attorney's badge. Is the Tiger a lawyer? No, wait, look at this thing. It's made of paper. For some reason, your badge suddenly looks really cheap to me, Nick. Why doesn't anyone recognize an obviously fake badge when they see one? Oh no, someone's dropped the ashtray on the floor. That's gonna be a nightmare to clean up. Yeah, it's all over the rug and everything. I accidentally knocked over a really big space heater once cleaning up with such a pain. It was one of those super antiques where you had to burn a ton of charcoal. How did you manage to knock one of those over? Aren't they supposed to be super heavy? Oh hey, there's a book of matches here too. Matches, huh? Don't give out those out much nowadays. Hey, wait a sec. What is it? Look what's printed on its cover. It says Très Bien. He went to the restaurant. These matches could come in handy. We won't be able to use them. Yeah. The pilot light for the office boiler keeps going out. Swing and a miss, Maya. Swing and a miss. Uh-oh. Okay. Yeah, he's here. Yeah, my voice is too tired to read all that. Sorry. Ah! Come out from under the desk, Maya. What are you two snooping around in my office for? No, nothing. We were just... my precious carpet! You got ash on my rug! You're gonna wish your ugly feet never came through my door. It wasn't us! It was already like that. You just want to argue with me? Is that what you're doing? You think you can take me on? I'm gonna flatten you two into pancakes and turn you into my new rugs. Oh, Don Tiger, you're back. That voice, it's like evil seeping into your head through your ears. I'm sorry, Don Tiger. I knocked over that ashtray earlier and... Has she got a death wish or what? Oh, right. Huh? Forget about it, Violetta. There's none. What? I ain't gonna get mad at you. You're too cute, you hear? That's so unfair! Here, have some cookies. I just baked them. You'll need some strong espresso while you're discussing your loan. Phoenix, Wright. Yes? He's either crazy or just plain stupid to chase after me. I worked so hard, but now he's gonna come and mess up my plan. So it was him. He's my phony. But I don't care. No one's getting in my way. What? I mean, excuse me? You should have let that little girl at home, Wright. I have a few things I want to ask. No questions. This is the last time we meet. Okay. Wait, please. That was pretty weak, Nick. You waited until he was out of earshot before you shouted after him. Like you're the one to talk. I didn't hear you scream, "Hold it, Ida." Not to mention you were hiding under the desk. The espresso. And cookies. This woman is definitely not good for my heart. Now, what was it the tiger called her? Violetta? So, I'm kind of curious about your company, Tenderlender. With the warm and friendly atmosphere you'd expect from a family-sized business. Conscientious rate of interest and an attractive repayment policy. Why do I get the feeling this sentence is not going to end well? We will tenderly lend you that a little bit extra here at Tenderlender. Hey Nick, things are a bit tight for Wright & Co. at the moment, aren't they? I mean, there's that $500 you owe me from our card game for starters. Why don't you take out a loan? Would I like to take out a loan from a place like this? Not so much. Tenderlender is on your side. So, let's say I'm late with my repayment. What happens then? I'll give you more coffee. Strong coffee. Right. I think I'd rather skip town. Hey, just remember I can make strong coffee too, Nick. Strong tea as well. So, do you know about the incident we're investigating? What incident? Well, a man was poisoned in a restaurant just near here. That incident. Let me see. I was here that day with the manager. The manager being the tiger? Furio Tiger. The Furio? It's a tiger? So that's where the tiger thing comes from? Chin up, got a real name, Nick. Hurry up and find out more about him. Can I ask you about the tiger? Cookie. Sure. How do you like my cookies? I baked them myself. Go ahead, Nick. Down is all yours. No, ladies first, Maya. No matter how I look at this, I just don't get it. What are the tiger and the scary girl doing working together? We are lovers. That's not exactly coming across in your tone of voice. And I owe John Tiger my life. He's the one who saved me. The tiger saved you? Please address him properly as Don Tiger. Otherwise I'll have to... Okay, Don Tiger, of course. I'm sorry. You saved her life? I'd like to know how that happened. I'm very frail, you see. Just recently, I died once. You died? About 4 months ago. The doctor said to abandon all hope. I guess they were expecting her to take a boat ride across the river Styx. But Don Tiger, he saved me. He gave up everything. Everything? When I found out what he had done for me, I was happy. No offense, but I'm finding that a little hard to believe. I decided I'd pay him back with my life by serving him coffee and espresso. I still wonder about what's in her coffee. So is that why you've got that bandage around your head? This? So what's the story with the bandage? They put it on after the operation. Operation? It's just a little injury. A little fatal injury. Fatal injury? Well, I just suffered one herself, by the sound of it. So that's the injury you were talking about before when you said you had died once? Oh boy. She really creeped me out, Nick. Same here. But we're trying to find out the truth. Oh yeah, I've got something you're gonna love. Really? What is it? A lunchbox just for you. Here. Wow, a lunchbox? Weenies, too. Can't believe it. Thank you, sir. Did you make this just for me, Mr. Wright? Nah, it was Detective Gumshoe. Who else would make such a nice lunchbox for you? Detective Gumshoe? He's really worried about you. Looks like you put a lot of effort into making this, too. I can't accept it. Detention center rules. No gifts allowed, sir. Hey, come on, Maggie. Don't be like that. The rules are the rules. They'll lock you up if you break them. Somehow, when an ex-cop turned waitress says that, it seems a whole lot scarier. And anyway, I hate weenies. Oh, really? It's all yours, Maya. You can enjoy it with Mr. Wright. But... He's right. It's better than letting it go to waste. But... I guess so. Well, how was it? Right at the spot? I love weenies. Oh good, I'm glad I gave it to you then, sir. The main server just went up in smoke. Why the heck isn't the conference set up yet? The superintendent's here already. And there's a problem with the internet too. I already told you to stop using your computer, Chief. While I'm watching videos online, I'm catching up on my Asian soap operas. Gonna have to wait, Chief. I'm throwing the switch. No! Just when some young guy was about to confess to his son's hot-to-trot girlfriend. Ah, this place is really buzzing. Something must be going down. Something really big. Huh? What are you doing here, pal? Detective Gumshoe. You can't be here right now. You'll be roped into the briefing if you stay. Huh? We got big problems here today. Why? What's going on? It's a virus! A virus! A virus? There's a virus ripping through the precinct's computer system. But I really need to ask you some questions. Okay, I'm gonna say this once, so listen up. Yes? No matter how poor you get, never borrow money from a place like this, you hear? Okay. If you got money trouble, just go on a diet of instant noodles and hang in there. We're not thinking about borrowing money, Detective. We want information. Oh, is that all? Well, let's see. Tender lender is considered to be even fishier than the average illegal loan shark. And it seems it ran into trouble just recently. Those guys have been pretty heavy-handed, calling in all their debts. Really? Don't go poking your nose around in their business, pal. You'll really regret it if you upset that lady. Alright, I get the picture. Hey, wait a minute. Did he just say that lady? Is this lady he's talking about, Nick? We better find out what the story is with this lady. So what exactly is a computer virus, Detective Gumshoe? I don't know. What? Look, I just go with the flow, alright, pal? Yeah, I thought detectives were supposed to be somewhat knowledgeable. What's one of first, pal? You think you know what a virus is? Nick, do you? A computer virus? Sure. I mean, only in simple terms, of course. Really? Wow, you know everything, Professor Nick. I'm gonna call you Dr. Wright from now on. Hey, that sounds pretty cool. Don't you agree, Dr. Wright? Why do I get the feeling they're making fun of me? Okay, fine. I'm no expert, but I can at least explain the basics to the two of you. A virus is a program that gets inside a computer and causes damage. Damage? You mean it makes the machine go boom and explode? Well, no, the damage is, well, it's all eternal. So the inside goes boom, right? Imagine all the case data you got stored on your PCs here in this station. A virus could wipe out all that. That's the kind of damage I'm talking about. Whoa, that's scary. Yeah, what's even more scary is that viruses are infectious. Infectious? Yep. Most computers are connected together on a network, right? A virus can move from one machine to another over the network. So the virus just keeps spreading faster and faster. Just like a real virus, huh? But Nick, why would anyone want to make a program like that? Yeah, it takes ages to type all that data. Why would you want to destroy it, pal? No, people don't infect their own machines. They send a virus to someone else's. What? That's horrible. Oh, I get it. It's like you sneezing on Mr. Godo so he catches a cold. Right. Then he wouldn't be able to turn up in court because he'd be too sick. You really shouldn't do stuff like that, Nick. It's wrong. Who? What? What? And when and why did the conversation jump to talking about me? Anyway, that's what a computer virus is. A bad program that causes damage. And all the different viruses have names, right? Yep. I feel like I heard the name of the virus we caught somewhere before. The name of the virus, huh? I feel like I've heard of it before, too.
The stupid name, I remember it now!
I thought so. Here it comes. Don't just nut to yourself and keep it in the dark, Nick. What's going on? It's okay, Maya. You don't have to cry about it. The name scribbled on that sports paper and written on that CD. That's the name of the virus. MC Bomber.
What?
Yeah, the virus that just infected everybody's computer in the station, pal. It's MC Bomber. Can you give us any more details, please? We already knew about the MC Bomber virus from a while back. A group of criminals issued a series of demands to the head honchos of law enforcement. They threatened to release the virus and their demands weren't met. Who are they? I don't know. Some hotshots from the criminal underworld would be my guess. And now the virus has been released, huh? Yeah, it's in every computer and every public office in the city. Everyone's going nuts. They're hopping around like they're dancing at a carnival. All this stuff with criminals and viruses, it almost feels like we're in a sci-fi movie. Apparently the programmer who made the virus was a real genius or something. The focus right now is on tracing the root of this virus on the black market. You mean someone put this virus off for sale? Yeah, and because this one's so powerful, they're estimating its price tag was in the millions of dollars, pal. In the millions? A virus could be worth that much? That's the girl who works over at Tenderlander. You want to stay away from her, okay? I mean it. She does look kind of unforgiving, doesn't she? That should be the least of your worries, pal. What's that supposed to mean? What could be worse? Her name's Viola Cadaverini. She's the only granddaughter of Bruto Cadaverini. Bruto Cadaverini? Do you know who that is, Nick? Never heard of him. Bruto Cadaverini's the boss of the Cadaverini family. The Cadaverinis? That's one scary sounding name. You can't touch them. They're way too powerful for the police. But you're thinking of taking them on, aren't you? No, I don't ever say I was going to. I better get some more info out of Gumshoe about this family. I'm not sure if I really want to get involved in this, but who are the Cadaverinis? Murdered? Scary bunch of people, that's who. You're a cop and you're scared? What's that about? Trust me, it doesn't matter if you're a kid or a cop, these guys are scary. They got some serious clout in the criminal underworld. We can't touch them, they've got too much moolah. Moolah? As in, they pretty much control all of the cash in the city's black market. The black market? Huh? And that includes Tenderlander, I take it? Sure, no one stands up to Bruto Cadaverini, and I mean no one. Interesting. So Viola is the granddaughter of some mafia boss then? Sure, and everyone knows how much Bruto loves his little girl. It means everything to him. So, how did she end up at Tenderlander? I don't know, pal. But I heard she and the boss of Tenderlander are pretty tight. Tight? That's what I said in a file I read related to Maggie's case. Sounds like a pretty important clue. Ah, I can't believe it. I almost forgot the most important thing. And that is, you know, the lunchbox. How did everything go? The lunchbox? You remember, the weenies? I hate weenies. Oh, yeah, those weenies. So, how did my weenies taste when they went down the hatch? Huh? Well, it was delicious. Yeah? That's what you said, really? Well, not exactly. Don't worry about it, pal. I figured something would happen, so I came prepared. Prepared? What do you mean? I made a jumbo lunchbox. Oh. Do me a favor again, huh, pal, and deliver this? It sure is a heavy burden, in more ways than one. I can just imagine Maggie's little eyes sparkling with joy when you bring her that. Weenies again, Nick. Tell me we don't have to eat all these too. Really can't eat anymore. So how about you tell me what kind of trouble Mr. Elg was in? I'm sorry, sir, but we don't deal with troubleshooting here. Perhaps you'd like to speak to someone in customer service? What's she talking about? I guess I better just take a shot and see where it gets me. Miss Basil, let me ask you something. Did Mr. Elg's troubles have something to do with this?
Take that!
What is that? A lottery ticket. There were a ton of these on the victim's table at the scene of the crime. And what is the relevance of that? The victim, Mr. Glenn Elg, had a gambling habit, didn't he? I don't think that's a logical conclusion based on the facts. Everyone dreams of being rich, even I listen to Millionaire Radio. She's right, that is a bit weak on its own. But Mr. Elg's gambling wasn't restricted to the lottery, was it?
Take that!
The lottery, horse racing, he bought a lot of tickets and lost a lot of time. Like, that's got to have hurt his wallet pretty bad, don't you think? Maybe bad enough to be the cause of some pretty serious trouble, perhaps. Error, error, error. You are right, Glenn did have a gambling habit. You good people must not follow his example, do you understand? Trust me, even if I wanted to, I don't exactly have the money to buy any. But if you win, there's no problem, is there? And Glenn had a winning ticket, didn't he? For $500,000. Yeah, but it's hard to imagine how he could have been in trouble then, isn't it? It's true that Mr. Elk won $500,000 in the end, but that was his first stroke of good luck. He was in deep trouble before that. Deep trouble? What do you mean? Mr. Elk's real problem was with someone or something more terrifying and ferocious.
Take that!
Furio Tiger, the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. Tender Lender? People with businesses should think harder before naming their offices. Like you're to want to talk. Well, what do you think? Our firm is doing very well at the moment. I don't think we need to borrow money. No. I mean about Mr. Elg. You think Glenn had something to do with this Furio Tiger? Yes. I'm sorry. I don't know of any connection between the two of them. Really? Because I've got proof that Mr. Elg and the Tiger knew each other. Furio Tiger, aka the Tiger, is the boss of a loan office called Tender Lender. This is who Mr. Elg met with on the day of his murder. And the only thing a loan shark would talk with him about would be his debt. Error, error. It's true that Glenn had racked up quite a bit of debt from his gambling habit. About $100,000, I think. $100,000? Ouch. But I heard he won the lottery, so he should have been in the clear. Hey, Maggie couldn't get a bit of that good luck. Okay, so the guy got lucky and won the lottery. But what if he hadn't won? What was his plan then? Error, error. Well, this isn't easy to say, but he said he would use his talents to repay the money. His talents? I suspect he was talking about programming. But what computer program is worth $100,000? Error, 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 error. Perhaps you good people should leave so I can get back to my work. I'm so close to cracking her. The program in question, was it by any chance this?
Take that!
Well, this is it, isn't it? This is the virus that's infecting computers worldwide as we speak. MC Bomber. Error. Shutting down. Glenn's head had more processing power than any computer, but it had been infected with a gambling virus. Glenn was in too deep. You mean he was in debt? Yes, $100,000 in debt, not an easy amount to repay. So, he said he was taking on some extra work, something a bit risky. Risky? How? Maybe he was going to become a waitress at Tribulations? Where do you come up with these ideas? So it's safe to say Mr. Elg was the creator of this virus, huh? The MC Bummer virus, yes. It was a work of genius, in a bad sort of way, of course, but still a genius. Something like that would probably fetch several $1 million on the black market. Inconceivable! Gumshoe was right for a change. His date, December 3rd, that is marked on his calendar. That was his deadline for repaying his debts. I guess we won't be needing these horse racing tickets anymore. He's a trash can, Nick. You said that bandage around your head was from an operation? You also said you suffered a fatal injury to the head, correct? Yes, the operation was very difficult, apparently. Now, by fatal injury, you mean you were hurt very badly somehow, right? Did the injury in question have something to do with this? Take that! I have here a car repair bill. From this, it seems pretty obvious that this car was involved in an accident. Let me see that. This bill is made out to the Cadaverinis. Yes, it is. I don't think I ever introduced myself. Tell me, what do the Cadaverinis have to do with me? Something tells me she's not about to say hi and introduce herself. Alright then. The relationship with the Cadaverinis is very strong, and this is why. Take that! I know exactly who you are. Viola Cadaverini. You sustained that injury in a traffic accident, didn't you? It happened about 4 months ago. I was driving in one of our family cars when someone pulled out in front of me. Oh! It was a motorbike or something like that. I don't remember it much. Anyway, I swerved to try and avoid it, but... I took a blow to the head. Ow! A bad one. Yeah, I can imagine. So what happened to the person on the bike? I'm guessing they didn't get away with injuring the Viola Cadaverini, right? I don't know what happened to them. They ran away, or so I heard. Ran away? If they'd stayed, I'd have... Is it possible? Could the person who committed the hit and run have been... It would be the tiger. Take that! It was this man, wasn't it? He was the cause of your accident. It wasn't Don Tiger. I refuse to believe it. We collided, the motorbike and my car. But Don Tiger isn't injured at all, is he? It was the tiger who caused Viola to crash. I can feel it. Plus, one of her locks just broke, so she must suspect it was him too. I'm sorry, Miss Cadaverini, but I have proof that the tiger was involved in a traffic accident on his bike. Take that! Not exactly a motorbike, but Mr. Tiger rides around on a scooter, doesn't he? And you'll notice that the front wheel guard is badly damaged. Miss Cadaverini, you know the truth, don't you? This repair bill was paid by Furious Tiger. The Cadaverinis have known for ages who have caused the accident, haven't they? It's possible, perhaps. Somewhere inside me, I know that may be true. I knew it! But Don Tiger still saved my life. The operation was very complicated. It was very, very expensive. How much are we talking? Very, very, very expensive. He seems kind of hesitant about giving me an actual figure. I should back off. Well, anyway, it was the tiger who paid for it, right? After I recovered, Don Tiger told me. He said he paid for the operation because he cared about me. I believed him. Really? But do you honestly believe that to be true? Do you want to know what I think? I think the reason he paid for the operation wasn't because of you, but someone else. Take that! Perhaps I shouldn't be saying this, but your grandfather, Bruto Cadaverini, controls a lot of dubious cash, right? And you are his beloved pride and joy. Sure, I don't know exactly how much the operation cost, but If you weren't the granddaughter of Mr. Cadaverini, do you think Mr. Tiger would have paid the money? $1 million. 4 months ago, I was in a traffic accident. That's why I needed the operation. When I woke up, they told me it was nothing serious. A simple procedure. Oh, really? Well, I guess if she recovered in 4 months, it couldn't have been too big. They said the operation cost $1 million. $1 million bucks? My grandfather ordered Don Tiger to pay $1 million in compensation. Compensation, huh? It's underworld lingo for paying money to settle a score. Basically, pay or get into some serious trouble. But $1 million bucks? This has to be related to our poisoning case somehow. I wanted to believe him. I wanted to trust what Don Tiger said. He said it had nothing to do with my grandfather being Bruto Cadaverini. I wanted to believe he helped me because he cared about me, not about my grandfather. Oh, but I knew that wasn't really true. No, I'm so sorry. What he did to get the money was evil. He said it was all for me, so I helped him. Damn. You helped him? In what way? Here, take these. What are these? Medical papers? I'm Bruto Cadaverini's granddaughter. He had to pay compensation. He was made an offer. He couldn't refuse. Damn. Oh, I feel so bad for Viola. It's inexcusable. Huh? There are 2 things that I consider inexcusable. Poisoning and betrayal. Only a coward would hurt people using either of these tactics. But he used both. Is everything alright, Nick? We should get going. Right after we finish our espresso. Yeah. I don't need to convince Viola of anything else, but I guess I can get rid of this. Bonjour! I have been waiting for you to return. Mr. Armstrong? Ah, good timing. I was hoping to find you here. I'd like to ask you a few questions. Well, he hasn't got anything to say to you fellas. Uh-oh. He's here. His chin up. Did you just growl at me? Who are you calling Zinniv? Ah! Come out from under the table already, Maya. Okay, hand it over. What? You just want to play games with me? I don't recommend that. The medical papers. Now. Uh-oh. I think he wants Viola Cadaverini's papers back. You mean this? The $1 million medical papers? Miss Cadaverini trusted you. That's why she said that she helped you. Forget about it. That girl's dumber than an eggplant. Wow. You just want to know what's sad? And I'll tell you what's sad. And then only her face. She thinks she got power because she's Bruto's little girl. Now that's sad. I can't let you have these papers. Tomorrow in court, I'm gonna expose what you did to get the $1 million you used to pay this off. Are you crazy or something? I don't care if you want to give it to me or not. There's 2 of us here. You got that? 2. What? What? Wait. Mr. Armstrong? Forgive me. Dishonor. I cannot argue with him. Oh! What the? That really hurt. The hell he's got. I'll be taking those papers now. Armstrong, get the lighter. Wait! Don't take it too hard, Phoenix Wright. I was so stupid. I shouldn't have let my guard down. Oh fuck. Medical papers were vital evidence. Damn. Hold it, pal! Oh, Gumshoe! Get him! Detective Gumshoe! The detective? You think he's gonna stop me, copper? Beat it! Whoa!
Come on, Gumshoe. Keep it together. You guys, get out of here. Lead this guy to me.
But
Go, pal. And take this. If you get hurt, who's gonna look after Maggie, huh?
alright, thanks, Gumshoe. Wait, Nick, don't leave me behind. Gumshoe to the rescue again. Woohoo! We'll get even with that guy tomorrow. In court. Tenderland is going down. Oh, it's on! It's on! Let's go. Well, anyways, guys, that's it for today. We'll be continuing this and hopefully finishing this episode soon. But in the meantime, if you guys like this video, give it a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future. Until then, take care and goodbye.